Hello all of you, it's me Saera Burns, and today I'm going to be inquiring with the Invisibles, a group of spirit guides I work with, regarding priorities which sabotage success. And so this is something I've been noticing, is how the power of our priorities and what we choose to focus on or to put energy towards, whether it has the impact that we're seeking or how it can have the impact of actually limiting us, depending on where those priorities are coming from or how they were established in the first place. So I'm gonna just see what they have to say about that, because I'm very curious. So I hope you are too. Here we go. Tick-tock, tick-tock. This is the clock. The time goes forward, the time goes backwards. You see, priorities are your ability to go backwards or forwards. You see, if you prioritize being focused on something that is actually going to limit you, then you are choosing to go backwards. You're choosing to hold on to the slow path to success. An example of a priority that would do something like that is prioritizing the right moment. Just when everything feels completely perfect. All of your date books are in alignment, all your calls are made, you have created the perfect moment to do something. But if that moment has not been created, then hold on. Stop it all. Stop the show, stop the momentum, and wait for that perfect moment. So in that case, what are you prioritizing? Being prepared or attachment to control of life? The other example would be, just say you are seeking to go on a trip. And everything about you knows that you must go to this beautiful remote island. But before that, you need to have all your ducks in line. So what does that look like? And if you go further into what that looks like for you, go deeper into that, is it even possible for you to accomplish what you believe is needed for you to say yes to this trip? Have you prioritized such a high degree of pressure on yourself, of responsibilities, that you cannot prioritize the trip? Because if you were to prioritize the trip, that will mean that you are going to have to take it above the list you hold on to in a daily life. You're going to have to create space for something new to happen. You're going to have to create the spaciousness in you to develop the strength needed to expand just enough, expand your relationships, expand your obligations, expand your budget, so that the powers of manifestation can make this trip happen for you. But it takes you expanding and creating space for your new priority to take place. Repeat that. Create space for your new priority to take place. Priorities which sabotage success. There are many aspects of life which require you to take something that may not be as important to you in the short term, but to take it to heart because you know in the long term that is the goal you are seeking. So in order to reach this goal, what do you need to change about yourself? What do you need to let go of in yourself and how you think and what you want? Even in the reflections around you. If you would prioritize a certain lifestyle and everyone around you is not in that, choosing to exhibit or explore that lifestyle choice, but you continue to prioritize surrounding yourself with people in their own unique lifestyle choice, then how are you going to make that bridge? How are you going to find yourself in this new life, this new lifestyle dynamics, if you continue to show the universe that you are quite content being surrounded by something you are not in alignment with? It's a tricky one. Because you can say, I prioritize the friendship. I prioritize the memories. I prioritize the family. And we're not saying to remove those priorities, but to create spaciousness for the change to occur in yourself. And then you will see which of those friends prioritize that change in you too. You can communicate with the people around you what you're going through, how they could support you in this change, in this leap. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to isolate yourself from what you love or what's comfortable to you to learn how to prioritize something different. But for a short time, it does. For a short time, or as long as is needed for you to instill a new belief, you may have to do that. And you can give people a heads up that you are needing to explore prioritizing the development of yourself so that you can create the space you need to get where you want to be going. Because a lot of the time you're not going to get there if you keep waiting for it to bring you there. You see, priorities are much like steps. Each priority is holding a different frequency, a different signature. And as you create that small decision, you are doing it all the day long. All those small decisions. What to eat, what to think, what to look at, what to say yes to, what to say no to. These are navigated by your internal sense of your core belief in what you're striving to in this time in your life. But the question about priorities which sabotage is, how can you acknowledge that you've been following a false lie, a false path that was given to you possibly genetically, possibly from society, possibly because of a fear that might have been established when you were young or recent? Because fear is one of the few aspects of the psyche which can actually funnel you into a priority that may not be in the long run sustainable or truly nourishing. But the moment you try to get out of that funnel, you run up to fear, for it's all around you. But the only place that fear is not, if you think of the metaphor of a funnel, is above you, from where you've come, or through the center, through the whole of the funnel, which is where you're going. So there is a way of traveling through that funnel that might have even been established from fear. A protective wall of fear can be healthy if you don't keep bumping up against it. So what in your life do you feel you've been prioritizing from a place of feeling compromised, from a place of not having other options? Have you been creating priorities because of a lack of imagination or trust in the greater picture? For fear that if you were to create a priority, a success that you were aiming for, that if it was to fail, to be crushed by that failure would not be as valuable as the success you are seeking? These are questions. And so with that, I want to thank you for listening to that little voice inside of you that is asking you to reevaluate what you're focusing on, to truly reestablish what you think is important. And with that, we'll sing you a song. Graduating like you know how to, learning just what's important to do. But if you take a chisel to your life, you will carve as much as you can without a knife. You will carve as much as you can without a knife. But when a new tool is needed and a new rule is proceeding, you must decide just how you wish to return to what is needed into. Follow your trust in the vision inside you, and know that nothing can hide when you examine just what's inside. Take a chisel, take a chisel. You know how to honor your mission with permission and intuition, guiding you through and showing you just how you do it right now, do it right now. 今はこんなんだべやくんうわなくえわんどけなくんバテテバテテバテテバテテバテテバテテ Inangu, inangu, inangu. Batete, batete, batete. Inangu, inangu, batete, batete. Inangu, batete, batete. Inangu, batete, batete. So take a chisel, carve away what's before you, but know if you need to use a different tool. Prioritize the knife sometimes. Thank you so much. Aloha.